Test, 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 test. A very lovely good morning to everyone in chat that's here at this very early hour. I'm Charles, and I have the unfortunate pleasure to spend the next 3 hours with me as I'm going to stream and commentate Stint 5. Hope you made yourself comfortable, maybe lying comfortable on the couch or still in bed. Flipsy, hello to you, absolute mad lad. He's on since the start of the race. He's driving, streaming, commentating, and doing a lot of auger work, and hasn't got any sleep so far. Hi, Stick. You're in this lobby as well, aren't you? So I can show you. Here you are. Come on. Flash the headlights. Let's see what we have in this lobby. I hope I get every pronunciation right. Pastina Calda. Ento. I remember Ento really well from Daytona's race December last year, as I fought him. I think we even for 2 stints. Rotec, Ray Racer, American Driver. I wonder what times for him. Probably late evening. Still Saturday for him, probably. Half past 10 on Saturday. Thank you. It's late at night. Sticks, Sportmat, Wesley, Gameltos, Lobby Host, Slim, Nova Nutty, Confis in the lobby, Georgie Meets, and a Gobardi. Not a bad field. Yeah, time zones are weird, but to be honest, I think it's really awesome that the series that was originally only the German-speaking countries, so Germany, Austria, Switzerland, has grown so much. So hello over there. The Eagles. What the fuck is? Casey was thinking about that meme instantly. For real, yeah. So, from what I heard a couple of minutes ago, Augur hasn't received every gap, so iConfi drivers were still, or had to still send them in, so Augur wasn't able to fully make the grid. People are still joining, yeah. So can't be long. We'll start. Now Rotec is in the pit lane. Let's go to Wesley. It gives you some track action. So chat, I would like to keep this as it is, with the time tower, with track map, and the information on the bottom with tires, fuel, speedometer, gears, but I can deselect that. So we have a little less information but a cleaner interface. Also keeps us a bit guessing about strategies. I saw that in Stint 1. If you like that, let me know. Flipsy, please. No simping here in chat. Tomorrow's gonna be in the high 90s, maybe 100 degrees. Yep. Celsius, no. It's Fahrenheit. Okay. Let's move to the front of the hypercars. And thus, let's Stint 5 begin. Ento is leading the field. And with that, the race is underway. You can get away from everyone. Now through the first corner, braking for the Dunlop chicane. And looks like Ento got a good couple of corners and is building a small advantage. Ray, good exact as well. Slim, Rotek a little bit closer, but Rotek has to look behind as Bastian Acalda is extremely close to him. And then P6 and 7 bit further behind. Now slipstream, as we know, very important for Le Mans. Nothing is going to change for the first position, but maybe here Rotek under threat. Gets through nicely, a bit overshot the braking zone. Not the best exit, so Bastian Acalda may be able to get position back. Rotek on the other hand enjoys a little bit of slipstream, but I think it's not enough, so the red car is on the inside, has to be a bit braver on the braking, and he should have P4. Rotek hangs around the outside, not successful though. Bastian Acalda is through in 5th position, then Speed Hunter in 6th, and Georgie Meads in P7. What are the GTs doing? Stick is in the lead of the category, ahead of Ave Gubadi. Barely, he's really close. Nova Natty in 10th position. Wesley Gamelto, Sportmat, and Confi in the last position. Let's see. No, Stick is safe for the moment, so we can enjoy the hypercars again. And Rotek in P4. Speed Hunter P5. Slim lost a couple positions. He is down in P6 between Speed Hunter and Georgie Meads. A bit surprisingly, but no penalties so far in the first lap. Now Slim with the slipstream, maybe with an overtake attempt before the Porsche corners, side by side through there. Speed Hunter holds her on the outside and stays ahead. That looked really good. And back to the GTs, a bit hectic in the first lap, obviously. Ave Gubadi close, but not close enough for an overtake attempt, or maybe he doesn't even want to overtake at this point. No, I don't want you to join in commentary. I want you to get some sleep, for God's sake. Get some sleep, seriously. Wesley looked a bit wide, but apparently was still fine for the game. No, wasn't. Half a second. Ento, with a brilliant first lap, creates a gap of about 3 seconds to Ray Racer. And then Bastian Acalda and Rotek still very close. This time around, Rotek with the slipstream closing in. 310s. Oh, Ray Racer got the first chicane completely wrong. Lost a bit of momentum. Bastian Acalda is gaining. So is Rotek, and I would advise them to stay in that order, because that would have been really late for a maneuver. And now Bastian Acalda a bit out of shape here, so we stay a little bit longer on this three-way battle. already under a lot of pressure here. You know the others are coming with slipstream. What you can do is prepare yourself, get a good braking zone turn, and then most importantly exit. And I was too late on brake, lost momentum. So Bastian Calder surely will get alongside. But he's not going to do that. Rotek stays behind as well. No change here. Either waiting for the Porsche corners to get lasting advantage. Behind Slim already catching up to this group. No change of position here, so we go back. Stick with a half-second time penalty is going to lose position for sure. Gobadi within 4/10. Is gaining slightly. Well, for sure he will stay behind and wait for the free pass in 2 corners time. And now the exit stick moves off the racing line. That's how it's done. Gobadi goes by. Novanetti has to serve a penalty as well. So Abe Gobadi is our new leader in the GTs. Nova in P10. Wesley, Gammeltoast. And we have a larger gap to Spotmed and Confi. Yeah, good night. Kaisi to you as well, good night. Ento doing a fantastic job. 3:21 flat is a very strong time, and the gap is now more than 6 seconds. Ray Racer. Rote got by Bastian Calder and is now back on the podium. And oh my goodness! Speed Hunter absolutely murdered Bastian Calder there, overshot the braking point and thus the chicane completely. Had to cut the chicane, even, yeah, massive contact with the other hypercar. 1 second time penalty. Slim is now in P4, also half a second time penalty. Georgie got through, Bastian Calder lost a lot of positions, 3. And has damage thanks to that, so that really ruined his race in this early part. Rotek was really lucky to get through because he was on the apex of the middle part and barely avoided Bastian Calder, who got spun around. So that shaped the group of the hypercars here for the podium position completely up. Slim is back. He is only a few meters behind. Has to serve a penalty though, but if he can keep up that pace and goes in front battling, for sure he will be there to take a position next or the lap after that. Now he will has to serve a penalty, won't lose a position. Has Speed Hunter behind, has to serve a penalty as well. Georgie doesn't have to do that and gets by Speed Hunter. Slim with a 3:22 flat. That's also very good. Obviously, the track should be really quick. I'm not sure if it's as quick as last stint, but definitely night, very early morning, so the track is really cool, which is great for the engines. Tires should have good grip, so quick conditions for the drivers. Speed Hunter, where is Pasina Calda? He is continuing despite the damage. Back to the GTs, and we missed that. Stick got back into the lead, temporarily at least. Ave Gabadi in second position in class, but yeah, having a bit of a deja vu, but because that we witnessed a lap ago. Stick in the lead, has to take a penalty, and Ave Gabadi says, "Thank you very much. I take that spot from you." Was a bit close, but in the end, Gabadi got through. Now back in the lead. Nice. There we have battle here. Wesley is looking on the inside, but Nova holds it around the outside. Stays ahead. Now Wesley lost a bit of momentum, but it's really one line through these corners to Porsche and karting. So Gammeltoast not really able to benefit from this very acute entry for Porsche corners. Oh, was really late on brake, almost touched him. Through the forward chicanes into lap number 4. And we see that Ray holds on to P2 and Rotek with a time penalty and a poor exit. Slim is definitely on them and will take that third position from Rotek. Rotek is looking for that slipstream, and Slim is positioning himself to overtake. But he thinks better of it and stays behind Rotek with that time penalty. It's a free pass after the next corner. Let's drive on board. Blop. And here we see Rotek burns the time penalty and lost the position. Bit of a gap to P5 and 6, Georgie and Speed Hunter, and Bastian Calda. I'm curious to see what his lap time is going to be. Last lap was obviously a lot slower because he was spun around. Only half a second away from his personal best, which is almost 24, which isn't the greatest. It was because of traffic and fighting, obviously. So I'd say 2 seconds he could go quicker at least. So we have yellow flag, and that's Rotek. Rotek spun on the last Ford chicane, I assume. That was a very slow lap because of that. 3:36, and now he's out for the battle of the podium for now. Gabadi still leads in the GT class. And Stick again so close behind. Moves out of slipstream, is now marginally ahead. Moves across, got the position, well done. Stick is back in the lead, Gabadi in second place. Let's see if this is going to change once more. What's going on in the background? 3 cars really close. Nettie, Wesley, and in front of that, no, Nettie in front, Gammeltoast and Wesley in last position. Sorry for that mix-up. Confi got past Sportmat, but has to burn a penalty and loses that momentum and the position with that. Anto flying. I'm not sure what the fastest lap of the stint so far has been, but we definitely have a lap time under 3 minutes 20. Anto did a 3 minute 19.988. Incredibly fast and a 13-second advantage over Slim, who got by Ray Racer. After the mistake he had in the first lap, fought back into P2. Ray in third position, Speed Hunter, not too far off, but with a half a second time penalty. Georgie meets in fifth position, is 2 seconds behind, so he shouldn't be able to get that position because of the time penalty. I think that's not enough with half a second. Definitely not with that moment there. Yes, Speed Hunter is losing a bit of momentum, but it remains the same. Bastian Calder, P6, a 3 minute 22 with damage isn't bad at all. Rotex fastest lap is on the same level without damage. GT Stick in the lead, Ave Gubadi in the slipstream. Not a bad place to be, letting yourself get towed. Camel Toast. Now, is he going to get alongside or does he stay behind? Stays behind Nettie. Yeah, always difficult to judge how much risk you want to do in those pack of threes when you're in the middle. If you do a move on the guy in front of you, you may be successful. If you're not, it's really likely that the guy behind you takes advantage of that and you lose position instead of gaining one. On the back straight. Does the Porsche have the top speed? It's gaining, but it's very marginal. But Nettie a bit out of shape through Indianapolis. Amatos has to put the pressure up, wait for a mistake. Ideally, he would get past here before the Porsche corners and use the probably better downforce of the car to build a gap, ideally, so that Nettie doesn't get any slipstream. Looks feisty on the entry for the Porsche corners, but has to stay behind. And Wesley in mind observing that. Let's jump on board. Oh, Nettie too wide and lost momentum. Good exit for Gamotos, and now he's through into P10. And Wesley with a 1 second time penalty. Good exit. And he's through. I will hope he can hold him behind on the straights, so he can move up to Gubadi. But the Lexus looked quick on the straight. Here you can see the Porsche is building a gap, but now the straights are coming. 8 tenths, yeah, 9 tenths. So yeah, Nova is approaching. He's quicker, the slipstream is in effect. I think if he goes for it before the end of the long straight, Nova can make a move to regain 10th position. Need to prepare a good exit. Yeah, he managed to do that. Five tenths, 4 tenths, and now it goes very quickly. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. And he's looking, and this part of the straight is not long enough into the second chicane. That wasn't ideal. Gap up to 6 tenths. And Wesley behind him with a 1.5 second time penalty, so that will put him under pressure from Confi and Sportmed. And we have blue flags, so that means hypercars are approaching. We saw Ento behind. That's a very good spot to meet GT cars. And they stay clearly on the line, so Ento can get through. Perfect. So Netty has not managed to get past. Oh, he lost the car and somehow managed to avoid Gamotos and getting out of track. He must have gotten off track on the inside and gets half a second time penalty. That's really unfortunate and I think undeserved from the game. It is what it is. Gamotos definitely likes to see that, so he has to survive for another lap, and then Netty will not have the slipstream anymore. Let's see. We drive with Slim. Oh, Wesley almost off the track. Porsche corners now through karting. Next cars up ahead, and that's a place you don't want to meet GT cars. I think Nutty maybe, if he's brave, he thinks better of it, and I think that's the right decision. Has to wait. Now on the accelerator back again. Oh, that's also extremely fast lap. Given that he had to wait patiently for traffic. That was really quick. It's building a gap to Ray Racer lost positions. Oh, that's very deep into turn 2. Georgie got into P4. And with Ray, where's Rotek in 6th position? He got past Pasina Calda and has to manage the GT cars. Confi ahead, slots in before. Now Rotek on the inside. Lost a bit of time, so maybe this is a chance for Pasina Calda to attack Rotek. I assume if the damage at Topspeed wouldn't be the best, although the times are good. 3 times 22s. We have a yellow flag for a brief moment, and I can't see why, so must be already over. Both get through. So let's go through the field. Ento is leading. 13 seconds. Then we have Slim. He already got past all GT cars. If we look at the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at the hybrid. Ento is not saving. He used a lot of hybrid. 62% left for him. And Slim, he's saving hybrid. 87%, so a lot more hybrid to play with. That will be really beneficial later into the race. And we have Speed Hunter with 1 second time penalty in 3rd position. Around the same level as Ento with the hybrid. Georgie, oh, he used the most hybrid of all so far. Round half, and that was a really loose rear end. There's Ray Racer on the inside who goes through, but also deep. And who has to burn a penalty? Ray Racer. So I don't understand why he attacked there when he had to burn a penalty anyway. Ray Racer P5 60%. Then we have Rotec with 80%. Also looking good with hybrid. Castina Calda 57, really hard on the hybrid, but yeah, he's slow because of the damage, so he would be even further away if he would save. Then we have the GT cars. If Gobadi is in the lead. Oh, Pastina Calda in the pit lane. Finally repairing. Let's go through shortly. Gobadi, Gammeltoast, Natty, Wesley, and Stick also in the pit lane because he has damage. He would have done, I think, 1 more lap, so it's not that big of a deal. So, Pastina Calda, change of tires, repairing the car, and a lot of fuel. A bit unfortunate timing. That he had to go through all the overtakes of the GT cars. Now he's pitting. He will meet them again in about 2 laps, I assume. But if the GTs have to pit in 1 or 2 laps anyway, he might get through them without having to overtake everyone again. So Stick also has to repair the car now. And looks like that Bimmer gets a lot of fuel, 86 liters, and out he go again, last position at the moment. So where we have battles at the moment. Speed Hunter with another time penalty, but yeah, Jordi 5 seconds behind will not be able to benefit from that. Rotec is 2 seconds behind Georgie. If you look at the lap times, he's a quicker driver. Rotec with 2 times 3 minute 39s. So that could be slower. Good times for him. He has to keep it up though. And he might be able to get P4 of Georgie. Yeah, interesting to see what Pastina Calda is doing. He's now a bit out of sync, but has clean air for the moment. so the others will have to worry about him. Maybe an undercut attempt. Slim is taking the lead as Ento is coming into the pit lane. Yeah, as we said, the first brilliant part of the race for him. Led from the start and consistent quick lap times. Got through the traffic without problems. And if the next 2.5 hours follow that, I think there's nothing he can complain of. Only thing he has to worry about is that Slim is saving more energy over him, so that could be potentially difficult for him when his battery runs out around the halfway mark, I assume. 1 hour to 1 hour 30, around that. Now into P6, lost a lot of time there, 50 seconds behind Slim now, but still a minute over Pasina Calder. I know it's really going down. 34 seconds, I stand corrected. And no one else followed. Now we have one driver in the pit lane, that's Nutty. A bit surprising that Nutty is in the pit lane, as the Lexus is usually good on fuel. So really interesting where he is going to come out in comparison to Stick. Stick was ahead, but then he had the mistake and had to do repairs, and he's into turn 1 and Stick now exiting the last turn, so the mistake Stick had really cost him a lot of time. Let's see, once the timer resets itself, what the time loss is. 18, 17, yeah. So probably 10 seconds of time loss, and the rest was to repair the car. So Slim leading, but is probably going to pit now as well. No, he can do one more lap. And that's a very quick one. 3 minute 19.2. New fastest lap of the race. Well done. For the moment, Speed Hunter in second position with a 1 second time penalty. If that's correct. Yes! Even quicker than Slim by 10th. Oh, not even a 10th, even less. 3 minute 19.19. Leader GT3s. Yeah, one moment. We're going back to Rotek and Georgie in a minute. Let's see, enter P6, then passing Calder. Here we have the leader. That's Ave, 4 seconds ahead of Gammeltoast, and is going to pit now, I guess. Personal best with 3 minute 53.2. And even quicker in this lap, but I assume he has to pit. Because of fuel that's blinking red, doesn't look like much left in the tank. Yep, so it is. So we go back to see Rotek's attempt to take over Georgie's place, Rotek with personal best as well, 3 minute 20.5. Not close enough this part, but if he's gaining, he's moving in the right direction. Gamatos in the pit lane as well, with 0 liters of fuel. There was some very fine estimation of the fuel. Rotek and Georgie probably going to pit in this lap as well. Yeah, Rotek not really attacking. So, Georgie was out of shape there, and that enables Rotek to get side by side for a moment there. Oh, that's not really an overtake opportunity, but Rotek somehow make it work? Question mark. Yeah, some flashing headlights to show that Georgie wasn't really happy with that. Rotek. It's not really an overtaking opportunity. It's really one line, and Georgie, I assume, was taken there by surprise. Was definitely a hard maneuver. I wouldn't say it was an unfair maneuver though. Slim in the pit lane, and Speed Hunter follows suit. So I think all the GT cars who haven't, the hypercars who haven't pitted, will do that now. Georgie and Rotek in the pit. Ray follows. Ento will retake the lead. And then we have Pascal. Interesting to see where he is going to end up. He was in last position of the hypercars. Confi will go for one more lap, I assume, with a lot of fuel saving. Then we have Gammeltoast in actually the net lead, I'd say, as a second over Natty. And that's probably because of fuel. I'd say Natty refueled more. Not close enough. The body, Tampanche, Stick, Wesley, and then Spotlight. So Ento retakes the lead. Then the first to go back on track will be Slim. So we can see what the gap is. And that's 25 seconds for you. Fasina Calda from last position into P3. Obviously he's a bit out of sync now with the other guys, but and has a lot less fuel. That's a reason as well, but he's back into P3, and that's remarkable, I would say. 320.6 with a new personal fastest lap. Speed Hunter in 4th position ahead of Georgie. Ray in P6, and Rotek is last of the hypercars, but has the most fuel by no Speed Hunter on similar level, but Georgie and Ray 2/3 full, as Rotek has almost completely fueled up his Toyota. Confi, stays out for one more lap. His lap times consistently 55s. Let's see what is Gammeltoast and Natty doing. So Gammeltoast and Natty are about a second quicker, I'd say, on average. It's hardly enough. If Confi can save a full pit stop over them, his strategy might be quicker. I think Gammeltoast and Natty should be is even a second more quicker than Confi to make their strategy work. But let's see. Nati lost a bit of ground in a technical last part. Obviously, dirty air plays a part here, even in the GT cars. And now ultimately he's losing ground, so he's above a second, so there will be a little slipstream for him. 1.3, 0.4. I believe there's a slipstream up to 1.5 seconds, and he's out of that range. No, he just stays within. Bad news for Gameltos, and let's see how the gap is developing over the straight. Already down to 1.3, so 0.2 seconds gained already on the straight. 0.3 gained on the straight, and I think given very light slipstream this way, that way, if a car can make up 3/10 on that short of a straight, that's not a good BOP. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that the Lexus is overpowered, just overpowered in comparison to the Porsche in that part. Gameltos is able to extract more performance because of the BOP in the Porsche turns in the last sector. But given that top speed is quite dominant, I think the Lexus has an edge here over the Porsche. Yeah, gained 0.7 seconds on that very long straight. Now with a slightly worse exit, but now yeah, he's come back again. It used to be a second, and at the end of the straight it's more like 7/10. Yeah, so again 3/10 on this part, but that was too much, and that's a lot of damage for Nati, who went too hot into Indianapolis and lost the car under braking, and now he has damage. That's the rear and one tire damage, so I'm afraid for him that needs to be repaired rather sooner or later, and that really spoils the strategy. He's going to lose a position to Aif Kabadi as well. Stays on the racing line. Aif now on the inside. And I think yeah, that's a better move. Letting him go for now. We got Confi in the pit lane. What happened to Slim? Oh, thank you for mentioning that. No, nothing happened to Slim. Pastina Calda was really early in the pit lane to repair his car. He has good pace, but ultimately he took much less fuel than the others. So you can see about 30 liters that Slim has more at the moment. And Pastina Calda simply did great lap times, but is out of sync now. So I assume he has to either take longer pit stops for the next stops, or even do one more additional pit stops to the others. So so nothing bad from Slim, just a bit out of sync of strategy from Pastina Calda. That's it. Georgie and Ray are not really close, so I wonder what happened to road tag. Hang on. Ah yeah, road tag. That was with road tag. Took a lot of fuel. He was close to Georgie, but Georgie a lot less fuel. About I guess 20 liters, 25 liters. So that explains that gap is now close to Ray. And we get a lot of overtaking again. Ento's going through already half a second of an advantage, half a minute of an advantage. Bastian Alcalda now greeting all the GT cars. Yes, overtake. Maybe Slim can profit from that and close the gap a bit. Speed Hunter before Ray. Georgie, that's really close right now, but unfortunately Georgie with a half a second time penalty is going to spoil that a bit. Rotek. Then we have Gammeltoast in the lead. Confi is in second position in class, ahead of Aif Gubadi. That's why Confi did really little of refueling. Confi about 60 liters, whilst Gubadi is more than 80. So that's the reason why Confi didn't get further behind, because of a shorter pit stop. So if he's continuing to save fuel, Aif should get easily past. But then on the other hand, I guess Confi wouldn't mind that as long as he gets a bit of a free slipstream. Stick is in the left position. We have Wesley, Spotmat and Nutty repaired the car. I'm not sure if he refueled. We definitely didn't change the tires. Last position and now on the hunt to get Spotmat. And one can see how bright the lights of hypercars are. And there's another following. Georgie. Yeah. Nothing he can do right now. Maybe now here on the outside. Yes, well driven by both. Didn't lost time for Nettie. Spotmat was also clean for Georgie. And there's the next hypercar of Rotek. And there goes the car flying by and gets Spotmat on the straight as well. So that was ideally for Rotek. Now turn 1 and 2. A lot of curb on entry. Yeah, that looks good. Close the gap, keep it clean. And yeah, interesting. He's gaining, but not as extreme as he did on the Porsche, so the BMW with better top speed. Spotmat missed. That was really unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. Spotmat missed the apex and that he stayed on the racing line. and then he drove kinda back with too much angle for the next part, and Nettie hit him. I assume that is going to be Nettie's fault. He was behind and drove into him, but yeah, nothing really unnatural what he did. Yeah, that was a weird one. Sportmat can continue though without damage. Pastina Calta driving away from Slim could be due to traffic. Speed Hunter. Nice to see that those are really close together. And Ray and Georgie now having a 5-second gap. Georgie must have made a mistake this lap. My last lap 24, 25. Not the best, but not awful. Oh, and now a lot of traffic again. He should get past both. What's with Rotek? Can he get past one car at least? No. Rotek has to wait. That's bad news for him as he was closing in. And now around the outside. No, he sticks behind. Ah, come on, Rotek. You can do better. That's losing a lot of time. That's the most difference between those cars in corners is in high speed. Yeah, and I think that was worth about 2.5, 3 seconds. And now Georgie is far away in the distance again. Gamoto's 10 seconds in the lead. So Ave and Confi have changed position. Confi with a power drift out of turn 3. And somehow got himself a half a second time penalty for that. I didn't understand how. Anyway, Gabadi now back into P2 in class. Confi third. Yeah, that was to be expected as Confi's approach is quite different to the others. Stick, Wesley 14 seconds, then we have Nova. So the field a bit spread out at the moment. We have Ento in the lead, haven't been on him for a while, still around 30 seconds the lead. I think it used to be 32, yeah, he lost 1 second. Nothing major, could be a time penalty. He had 2 slower lap times, still quick I think, but a bit slower from his standard with 22s, 0.9 and 0.7. This lap won't be really fast as well as he has had to serve a time penalty. But things are looking really good for Ento at the moment. Question is, how is the pace going to evolve once the battery is drained? And the gap is now below 30 seconds, so really indicated that Pastina Calta, Slim, Speed Hunter are now coming a bit closer this lap. Oh, that's just... He did low 21 even with a time penalty. Pastina Calta 319. And last lap, that's really strong. Oh, small moment there. through the last part of the 4 chicane. Could have been a new personal best, but yeah, that's a small mistake. Denied him that. Slim 3:22.0. I lost a bit of ground to Postin Alcalda. Has to get back with this good lap times, otherwise Ento is still moving away. I think he still has a good chance to come back to him, because he takes care of the hybrid, and if when Ento has laps where he loses 2-3 seconds because of the hybrid, when Slim isn't, then this gap is going to come down. Speed Hunter, I think that's the closest we have 2 drivers together, 2.5 seconds at the moment. Speed Hunter doing good lap times as well, a bit quicker than Slim. So hopefully can continue this so we get some entertainment on track. Ray 13 seconds behind. Georgie has a half-second time penalty. Rotek closed the gap, so Rotek is going to get that P6 probably. All he has to do is drive error-free for half a lap, and that penalty of Georgie will take care of the rest. Georgie, yeah, high 23s. Not that quick of lap times in the last rounds. For the pit stop, he did 21s. That's good. Maybe Rotek is able to get the position on this part of the track before Indianapolis. On the other hand, why should he take risks? Georgie's hybrid though, definitely on the limit, close to running out. Indianapolis, and now he's going to search the penalty, so Rotek will go through into P6. Not moving off the racing line is that difficult, Georgie, come on. If you have a time penalty, burn. Why did Rotek not get past? What? Why did Rotek not get past? Rotek hadn't had a penalty himself. No way he was blocked. Okay, I don't understand that really. They have traffic now. Ray is in front. Ray must have had a mistake. He was more than 10 seconds ahead, so I don't quite understand what happened there. Was slower lap time, 3:29, almost 3:30. Now Rotek is on the inside. Stays behind once more. Oh, that wasn't ideal. That gives Georgie a couple of tenths. And now suddenly Georgie looked like he was about to lose the position quite comfortably. Nice that we have 3 drivers really close here. Come back to that later. Oh, unfortunately, Speed Hunter for 1 second time penalty. Last lap it was 2.5 seconds. Now it's 1.5 seconds. So again, he is gaining over Slim. Slim's driving slow in the last lap, but 3:20.7 is strong. Pascal Calder with a 1 second time penalty himself, so that will put into above 30 seconds again. Yeah, Pascal Calder also with little hybrid left. Battery pretty much drained. So nothing is going to change here, so we can focus on a battle for 5th position. We have done 1 hour and I can't believe that I have to do this for 2 more hours, but I think she do. Ray made up a bit of ground. So Georgie probably with little to none slipstream. GT3s, yeah, do that in a minute. Oh, well, we can do that now. I don't think Georgie has defended position. GT3s, yeah, Gamotoast in lead. 12 seconds. I think he lost a bit of ground. No, even extended his lead by 2 seconds in the last lap from Ave Gabadi. Confi in 3rd position in class. I think he's the first to pit again. 3.5 seconds to Stick. Stick has even less fuel. Okay, he was, I think, the first driver of the GTs to pit, as he had an accident with damage that had to be repaired. Now we have a long gap of 20 seconds to Wesley. 3 seconds with him and Nova. And Nova, briefly after his first stop, he had an accident in Indianapolis. Where he drove too quick into the corner and the car couldn't manage this much braking and steering and lost the car, had to repair and take an extra pit stop. That's why Natty has fallen behind and he's 14 ahead of Sportmed. So unfortunately the GT field a bit too much spread out, yeah, too spread out at the moment for a battle. That's why I'm staying here, as we just come right back in time to see that Rotake overtakes Georgie and takes P6. City gaps, yeah, okay. I think Georgie, I don't think he can make a counter-attack on Rotake, as his hybrid is almost non-existent, and then he's not going to be fully on power and he will lose out. Rotake maybe can get to Race, who can have some action there. Ray with little hybrid as well. So Rotake should have the best position out of those. Hey, Ray Racer with improvement, 4/10s, so he's looking to get a low 21. Slim and Speed Hunter still about 3 seconds advantage for Slim. Pascal Calder, 2nd position, 5 seconds. Managed to be even quicker than Ento, who did a 22.4. And I think that's because of the hybrid that's now empty. let's look at the sector time. We'll cross first sector now. And that's almost 4/10 in the first sector. That's the hybrid. That's not really there anymore. That's going to be the advantage of Slim, who really looked after the hybrid. Sector 2 indicators coming up. A bit of traffic, but it's on straight, so shouldn't be much of a problem. Not much lost on this part, just 10th. Bit of slipstream, that helps. Already flashing lights, but Wesley is far ahead. No way that Ento can make something happen. Into the second chicane. Yeah, that lost a bit of time. Oh, passing Calder with half-second time penalty. Yeah. I hope Slim can turn this around now and catch Pascal Calder. And let's see what Speed Hunter can do. There's a bit of hybrid to play with, but that is running out soon as well. Ray Racer in P5 with little hybrid left. Now having to defend from Rotek, who is really close. Ray is defending on the middle of the track. Where is Rotek going? On the inside. Head to head. Now Rotek slightly ahead. Braking. Is Ray going the long way around the outside? He is. But doesn't get the corner done. I'm not sure if there was contact. If there was, it was really slight contact. Oh, Rotek with a half-second time penalty. Yeah, that makes everything we just saw redundant. I think Ray Racer flashed the lights there, so I think there was contact, and Ray is anything but happy with Rotek. Yeah, don't you worry. Drive normal and you will get that position back with the penalty. I guess. I said it last time as Ray had a penalty and Rotek did manage to get that position. Ray is really loose there and was late on the brakes and pushes himself into that position. Rotek thinks better of it and doesn't counterattack, as he has to serve the penalty anyway. And now Rotek is flashing. Yeah, understandably. I think that's what the steward are going to decide, is that it was racing incident, but I really dislike overtakes like this. I think it wasn't on purpose. I think he just lost the car and had to react to that, and it happened out of the blue. But an overtake that only was possible because you leaned your car and pushed the other car is not fair in my opinion. Anyway, Rotek lost the position and a lot of momentum actually, gap 1.5 seconds, and he has to do it all over again. Does something happen with the GTs? Everybody gets left by Ento, Confi, and then we have Stick. What's Confi's lap times? Yeah, more or less consistently mid 55s, plus minus half a second. And then we have Stick, who did a 55 as well last lap. Did he have a penalty? I'm not sure. The laps before were better. High 53s, low 54s. So he's second to 1.5 seconds quicker than Confi. So in about 1 lap time he should be in slipstream range, and then should be able to overtake Confi and pull away. I'm curious to see what his strategy is going to be like. We have 1 hour and 50 minutes to go. Let's say he has to stop in 10 minutes. That would be 1 hour and 40 minutes to 100 minutes. I'm not sure. I think that would be a long stretch to go on one set of tires, and especially fueled. So either it goes 100 minutes in one go, or 2 times 50 minutes, what I think is more likely. Then 20 seconds after Stick is Natty, who did a personal best of 3 minutes 53.988, so just barely into the 53s, but he got there, has Wesley behind, so I think we can stay there for a moment. Out of Anage into the Porsche corners. I think I'll leave you for a moment and I'll be back in a minute or two. back. Yeah, chat. Slim and the Italian dude. Slim got by as Pastina Calda had 2 very slow laps. 24.3 and 0.8, almost 9. So I assume either a mistake or yeah, the hybrid is going down a bit for him. Yeah, slowing him down. He's quick on this lap, but yeah, again he runs out of hybrid. So just let us check the acceleration from this corner. The gap is 1.3, 1.5, and now no hybrid. It's not losing any time. I can't be slipstream. Expect a different outcome. Anyway, Slim is now only 29 seconds behind Ento, and I think there was 5 to 6 seconds more a couple of laps ago. So Slim is approaching, and that's not over. So let's go through the field once more so we have an overview again. Sportmat in P14. Now P13 Netty close to Wesley, but unfortunately has a half-second time penalty. So even if he would be able to overtake Wesley, most likely that he would lose that position in the penalty zone. Then we have 20 seconds to Confi, who lost the position to Stick, but Stick has a half-a-second time penalty. Ooh, that's not good news for him and the team. Oh, Confi with a very nice drift. I'm glad I chose this angle to showcase this. That was a nice drift. That looked amazing. Unfortunately, it was slow and it cost him the chance to get the position back here, but that looked really nice. So thank you to Confi for that entertainment. Stick P10. Ave Gabadi is in 9th position. 10 before Stick, and around 10 seconds to Gamatos, who is the leader of the GT cars. Ray Racer with time penalty. Georgie in P7. Only 3.5 to Ray, who has a whole second of a penalty to serve this lap, so that's more to 2.5 seconds. So with a good lap, Georgie could get close, maybe make an overtake if everything runs smoothly. Has traffic here, not ideal. It is what it is. So we go back to the later road take, also with a half-second time penalty, but that doesn't matter as much as Ray has to serve the penalty of 1 second, and he's 26 behind Speed Hunter. Oh, Speed Hunter also with a penalty, so we have a lot of time penalties right now. That's 1.5 seconds of penalties. 22 watching. Good morning to everyone. It's almost 6 o'clock for me, so some early birds here. I think for most of us it's 6 o'clock. The Brits have almost 5 o'clock, and yeah, we have some Americans here who's, I think it's close to midnight for them. They're still having Saturday, which is crazy. Anyway, Speed Hunter with a large gap of 26 seconds to road tech. 10 seconds behind Pastina Calda, who did a good lap last time, 22, but not as quick as Slim, 19 22.9. That's a really quick lap. And let's compare that to Ento, who did only 3 minutes 22. So, yeah, 2 seconds of time loss for Ento, and that is, I imagine, mostly, if not exclusively, because of the hybrid situation. So Ento definitely quick, but Slim quick as well, and with the better strategy. So let's observe Ento's pit stop. That's the second pit stop. And he can go to the end. It's 1 hour 40 to go. I am sure he can go through the end. Passing Alcalda in the pit as well, so that puts Slim into first position, Speed Hunter in P2. Here, Passing Alcalda drives into the box. Rotek is gaining the positions, I assume. As Ento still... Oh no, he took less fuel than I anticipated. And he merges in front of Rotek. It's Rotek, a whole pit stop behind the leader of the race. Oh, that was a lot of inside curve there. I think, yeah, the game thinks likewise that's worth a penalty. So Georgie, and then Passing Alcalda, and we have Grey Racer in the pit lane as well. So Passing Alcalda in 6th position and with a 3-second time penalty. He must have touched the white line somewhere. It's really unusual, but it happened. So 3 seconds for him. That's good news for Slim and for Speed Hunter, who are close to him. So a potential undercut attempt. Really get hurt by this. Also, absolutely no hybrid left. Racer now out in 7th position. Let's go for the GTs. Gamatos holding that lead, slightly improving over Aif Kabadi with a personal best of a 52.8, but he has to pit very soon, probably this lap. If Kabadi can go longer, he has a lot of fuel left. And we have Confi, slightly less fuel than Gobadi, but he will be able to go for a few laps. Oh, I was pretty hot into that first chicane. Wesley, Spotmat and Stick, who was in the pit lane. Was fighting against Confi. Nutty pitted as well. Oh, was that a penalty? No, it was just within track limits. Slim approaching. We can go quite a bit longer. Has more than 25 liters left. And goes by Netty. So, Speed Hunter, similar situation as Slim, but with no hybrid. Ento and Rotek And I think Rotec was able, even with the time penalty, to close the gap a bit. Passino Alcalde had to serve the 3-second time penalty that cost him dearly. Now Georgie is in the pit lane. Takes a long time for the fuel. It's 2 liters per second. Yeah, takes a long time. On the other hand, it gives you a chance to stretch a bit and regain focus, relax, and then do it all over again. P6, Ray is approaching, has a bit more speed and goes on the inside. Does he get the corner? Oh, almost. That's really tight. Nice to see them two battle. Georgie lost the position for now. Now the long straight is approaching. Bit wide from Georgie there. Hopefully everything within track limits. A mistake from Ray that enables Georgie to get close. It was wide again there. Not a good exit, and yeah, half a second time penalty that ruins it. Let's see the next chicane, and then we go back to the GTs as Abe Gabbardi is now the leader. So I assume that Gammeltoes was in a pit lane. Yeah, I think no change of position here. Confi second position, oh, with half a second time penalty. Naughty. Wesley third, and here we have Gammeltoes. Yep, if you look at the time tower, lap 21 personal best, lap 22 4-minute 14.9. That was definitely his pit in lap. Also an indicator we have the out lap over the timer. So he's the first of the group in front who pitted. Spotnet in 12th position, yet to stop. Stick P13. Unfortunately, GT's a bit too spread out at the moment. So what's going on with the Hypers? Georgie has a penalty that enables Ray to extend the gap. High Flame Haze. Gammel must be really happy to finally do a 52. Yeah, I was observing the lap times, and I was seeing that he was doing consistent lap times, but always 53s, and I wasn't following too much of the race in a whole, the previous stints. But I know from Flipsy that 52s and if everything runs smoothly, even 51s are possible. So I was wondering, he's quick and consistent, but he's not quite there yet. And yeah, he finally managed to do that. But yeah, who cares about lap times? We have to be consistent and keep it clean, and that's what he is doing. Has a Slim approaching. Can we compare lap times? Ento did a 3-minute 22.8. That's quicker than Speed Hunter, who has a 1-second time penalty. And 1 second slower than Slim, so Slim in the last lap, second quicker. It's still a Porsche. The rest of us happy with 54s. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was around, but when he was fighting with Nutty, I was complaining, or I was saying my opinion that the BOP isn't really fair. Nutty was 1.5 seconds at the entry of the long straight behind, and after the 2 chicanes at the end of the long straight he was 0.7, so Nutty in the Lexus gained 8/10 with top speed and slipstream over the Porsche. And before that it was the other way around, that Nutty was in front of Gammeltoast, and he gained maybe 3/10 with the slipstream, so yeah. Maybe the Porsche is better in the corners, but in Le Mans you need the top speed, and there I think it's not ideal. So I think the BOP could be better. Last lap, oh, it was impressive. 3:20. So again, more than 2 seconds gained on Speed Hunter. And over Ento. Yeah. Slim is now gaining 2 seconds a lap on Ento. He was around 30 ahead. So in theory, around 15 laps. So that would be 12, 13 laps from now. Slim should have matched or make the gap redundant, so it should be level. And then 15 laps from now, yeah, then we definitely have some laps to go. 10, 15 more laps to go. Where Slim should be quicker. So Slim, despite being down half a minute, looks like a strong contender for the win here. Let's compare Rotek. Rotek had a really slow lap, 3:29. Something must have happened there. I see Calda a bit of on his own right now. Ray and Georgie are a bit close. Oh, a lot of tire sound there, but everything good for Ray. Lost a bit of momentum, so Georgie was able to get more than half a second on the start-finish straight. Under the Dunlop bridge. Now stay close to the next 2-3 corners. Gap opens up slightly. This corner is so important. 7/10 the gap, and it's coming not down. Ray is pulling away, even if Georgie is in a slipstream. That speaks for a higher downforce setup on Georgie's car. Oh, it's pulling away Ray by quite a lot. So maybe fuel saving, but that doesn't make sense. Let's see if I can show you that. No, it's too dark, unfortunately. If we can catch a pit stop of Georgie later, you can see that he has a Lego helmet. The Lego miniature figures, they have the yellow head and very simplistic facial features, eyes and everything. And he has that as his level. I think it's quite funny. Lost a bit of momentum again. We have Confi in the pit lane. He was close to Stick before Stick was pitting. With 1 hour 24 to go, Stick has passed Confi already. But Confi is taking more fuel. So I'm really not knowledgeable about strategy, but I'd say that Confi is driving to the end now. 1 hour 23 plus X with this set of tires, with this fuel, and will not stop again. And Stick is going to stop one more time. So I think a pit stop costs around 50 seconds, so let's round this up to 20. So Confi can afford to lose 30 seconds on track, or in other words, Stick has to drive with a strategy 30 seconds quicker than Confi now. So that would be, I guess, 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap, as the GTs drive around 45-46 laps. Netty's reasonably close, 8 seconds the gap, and yeah, but he will have to stop one more time anyway then. But he should be able to get past Confi because of that strategy choice. Let's compare lap times one more time. Slim with a slower lap time, low 22. That's still quicker than Speed Hunter, who had a really slow lap. And even again, one more second quicker than Ento. Maybe a bit of traffic. Yeah, he must have problems with traffic this lap as well. Already 3 seconds up his personal best. Let's see, 3 minutes 20.4 for Slim. So again, mid to low 20s. What's wrong? Speed Hunter has a problem. He was really slow. Unfortunately, we only saw the end of it, but that was weird. That's not usually difficult corner in a way that you lose the car there. He doesn't have damage and everything. Was back on the racing line. But that was a really slow up. 3 minutes 33, so yeah. More than 10 seconds lost here. I hope everything is okay for him and he can continue. 3 minutes 23, so check again. Yeah, that's about 3 seconds of time lost for Ento in the last lap. More and more it looks like Ento's half-minute lead is going to vanish, and Slim, who was I think last or second to last in the hypercar category at the early stages of the race, looks like a potential stint winner here. Protec, good lap times, 21s, but he can't afford the mistakes every now and then. But he has one more stop to go, so does Passenger Calder. Ray and Georgie still close together. Ray still in the lead. Georgie fought back from his time penalty 2 laps ago. Yeah, but unfortunately not close enough this time around, and with the setup choice of going more for the corners and not on top speed, it's going to be really difficult for him to overtake. Blue flags for Abe Gabadi, as P2 Speed Hunter is approaching. Good position. No one will lose time here. Ave will have to stop probably in 3 laps time and then can go to the end. Similar picture here for Wesley, who is 40 seconds behind Gubadi. So if Gubadi was to stop now, he would roundabout come out where Wesley and Gammeltoast is. Gammeltoast, he has to stop again. I'm not sure. I think the other GTs have to stop one more time as well. I think only Confi can go to the end. Sportmat is going to pit very soon. Maybe one more lap, but he will be soon in the pit lane, and he did a personal best. 3 minute 54.5. Nice to see. He's improving. Well done. And Stick is in P12. Really is nowhere at the moment. Not really fighting with anyone. Sportmat is going to pit soon. Then he's 30 seconds behind Gammeltoast, 20 behind Confi. So he's gaining not much really. The gap was 17 seconds, now it's 20 seconds. I think he needs to find a bit more time to make that extra stop work. Confi doesn't look strong in position, only being in 13, but SE will not stop again. That's what I think is going to happen. They will change. Nutty P14 approaching, could be a bit fast approaching for my liking. I thought he would have a bit more of an edge of Confi's time. So Slim is going to come in at the end of the lap, I assume. Last lap was a bit slow again, to 3 minutes 22.7. So he lost for once time to Speed Hunter second. But yeah, gained 1.5 seconds over Ento. Gap's 50 seconds. So I think if Slim is going to pit now, it depends a bit on how much he takes fuel. I think everyone is going to the end. I'm not sure if Ento can make that on that. I'm really puzzled. I'm sorry, I wish I could give you more insight, but I'm really puzzled about strategy here. I think one can go to the end, but has to take more than 50% of fuel. So that would mean Ento would have to come into the box one more time. But if that's true, that's really poor strategy choice. Maybe one of you in chat who observed the strategy better or has driven the hypercars can help out if you think that another stop is necessary for Ento with about 40 liters left. I guess we get a bit more intel now when we see how much fuel Slim takes. Speed Hunter, maybe he can go for one more lap than Slim did. I will assume he will pit now as well, and Ento and Rotek are coming. Rotek, yeah, definitely Rotek is going one more lap. So Slim finally reached his pit box. much fuel is going in. Speed Hunter and the pit lane as well. That's Ento who's going by now. That's a bit surprising me. I thought it would be close or close-er. Rotek goes by as well. That was expected that those two would go on. So yeah, Rotek would go on for another lap. And yeah, a lot of this huge difference to Ento. $95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100 liters, everything in, and yeah, that must be enough then to make it to the end. So Slim maintained the gap. It was around 30 seconds before the pit stop, and it's now again 30 seconds. But Slim has a fuel advantage of 60 liters. So that's 30 seconds to refuel, as it's 2 liters per second. So given the fuel difference, those two are even, and Ento has to do a whole more. So yeah, I think Slim is now in a net lead. If we look, Ento has to pit and take another 60 liters. That will put him behind for a minute in pit stop, and given the hybrid, he will lose time on track as well. So I think Slim is now in a net lead. Rotek is in second position, but he will stop very soon. I assume, yeah, this lap. Yeah, I don't think he can do one more lap on this little fuel, and he will definitely be behind Slim. Pasi Calda can drive similarly long distance to Ento, but in the end, yeah, has to do one more pit stop. That will mean he will be behind Slim as well. He has only a lead of 8 seconds to Slim and no hybrid, so Slim will catch up to him. Now with Speed Hunter, he's already behind Slim. Yeah, so Slim has the net lead, I'm pretty sure. Speed Hunter, no more pit stops for him. I'm curious to see where he is going to be in comparison to Ento. Currently 1 minute 10 behind, but Ento has to do a very long pit stop. We'll have better tires in it, so that could be a very interesting battle between Ento and Speed Hunter for second position. Then we have Ray and Georgie, both will have to do one more pit stop. I think that's a great timing to go to 8th. He's the leader in the GT category, and he's going to pit now. He has a 46-second lead over Wesley, so I think he's going to lose that. And Wesley 10 seconds behind, so 55 seconds to Gammeltoast. Yeah, Gammeltoast will have to pit one more time. If we look at Confi, who will go to the end, Confi again with a penalty. Naughty, naughty, again. Yeah, let's take a brief look at Rotek. Where is Speed Hunter? Yeah, we'll lose that position to him as well. Or will he? It's a 1 minute 10 gap. Dave Kabadi, where are you? Entering the pits right now. It was a bit hot, but yeah, he managed to get that clean. So Rotek still in P4. There's Speed Hunter going by. Rotek still in the pit lane. Yep, enough fuel to go through the end. P5 for him. He is 8 seconds behind Speed Hunter. Where's Ray now over the line, so that gap from more than a minute's come down drastically to 15 seconds, but those two have to go to pit one more time. But really like delivery. Really like delivery here. Reminds me a lot of the 2013 F1 Lotus. It doesn't have a Lotus logo next to the Senna on the roof. Wesley in the pit lane as well. Kubadi, 80 plus liters. Dick, maybe. Nah, he won't get by him. I don't see that happening. So Gubadi now out on track. P9 for him. Gammeltoast is 25 seconds ahead, but we'll have to pit one more time. To look difference, yeah. So approximately, let's say only 50 liters. There would be 25-second pit stop. So the difference they have is the advantage. Gammeltoast on track in time is the disadvantage he has in fuel. So it's one drive-through essentially, or a difference between them. So I think Ave Gubadi has the net lead here as well. And then it's a question. Yeah, it should be Gammeltoast in second position. And he should come out. Let's see, what's the difference? 30 seconds to Stick. And around 55 seconds to Confi. So when the time comes and Gammeltoast has to pit, I think it's going to be close with Confi. It would be really important for his race to be ahead of Confi and not having to deal with him, waste time and tires to get by Confi, because Confi is on a different strategy. He's a bit slower, so if you're stuck for a while there, that will affect your race. Yeah, with almost only 1 hour left on the clock, the final pit stops are approaching. And let's go on board with Nutty here as he's approaching Confi. And we likely see an overtake here. Second chicane, over the curbs. And now we are below a second, so the slipstream should come into play. Yeah, that looks like an easy overtake on the next straight. Braking a bit hot into there. How good is the exit? Good enough. Yeah, and he gets Confi before the first kink on this straight. And Confi not fighting that, is taking the slipstream. Bit of a moment there for Nutty. I think they should have changed their setup to a bit more downforce on the rear, so the car is a bit more stable. Because it's really looking sketchy every time they go through there into flashing his lights. He shouldn't do that. Gets Confi but has to wait for Nutty. That was brave. Between the Porsche corners, he went on the insides, and Nutty had to left the door open. Worked out, okay. Well, definitely risky. Yeah, it's risk versus reward, and the reward is quite big. If you're stuck behind GT there, you can lose 2-3 seconds easily. Let's compare lap times, shall we? Ray Racer and Georgie is still really close. Then we have Rotec, Speed Hunter, 21 low. Even lower than 21. So in the last lap, Marcina Calda was the quickest. 24s for Enzo, that's really slow. 24. He lost 1.5 seconds to Pasina Calda. Pasina Calda 1.5 seconds quicker. And Slim even 3 seconds quicker on the last lap. That wasn't ideal. Wesley went to the inside to make way for the faster car, but you should stick to your racing line as a GT. Yeah, 22. So Slim again the quickest. And Speed Hunter is marginally catching Ento. Okay, chat. What car driver do you want to see? I'll be gone for a minute as I make some water. And I'll be back in a minute. Bonjour, I'm back again and hydrated. So, what's going on in the field with Sportmat? No more scheduled pit stop for him. P14 has Rotec in the rear view mirror. Talking is hard. Wesley, no more pit stops for him as well. P13. He's behind Confi, who's the first driver to commit it to the last part of the race, pitted the first to go to the end. At the moment in 12th position has Nutty. In front, Nutty, you can see 25 liters left, has to do one more pit stop, so he will drop behind Confi. Stick, same situation, has built a gap to Confi. It used to be less than 20, now it's around 30 seconds. But yeah, he will lose a lot of time in the pit lane and Confi will be ahead. And then the task has to be to catch back up to Confi and take that position. He's only 3 seconds behind Ave, who is the leader of the GT cars, and he will not stop again. So it looks like comfortable lead. Let's see where he is. 230. Yeah, he has around 30 seconds advantage of Confi, so the first driver to not stop again. So that looks like a victory for Ave in this stint, if he brings it home. Because Ave is not the leader, not yet. Gamatos has to pit again. He is currently the leader in P8 for GTs, but he has to stop one more time as well, and that will put him behind. I'm going through the field pack. I'm showing every car now. Georgie, 7th position with a time penalty. One more stop to go for him. Same situation for Ray, who's only 5-6 seconds in front. I'm afraid for those two it's going to be the battle of P6 and 7 for them. Rotek in P5 pitted, minute 30 behind Ento, and he will go to the end. Lap times look okay. That 3:27 was the out lap. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Lap 32 was the in lap. 33 was the out lap. It was a 4-minute lap time. And then again a 3:27, almost 28 laps. So Rotek, again, maybe traffic, or maybe mistake, but definitely a slow lap again. It's 12 seconds behind Speed Hunter. I think is net P2. He won't stop again, and I think he could fight with Ento for P2 this way around. Maybe he's P3. We have Slim, who should be the net leader. He has pitted, will go to the end of the race, and it's quick. 9 seconds behind Pasi Nakalda, who did some good lap times last couple rounds, but he has to pit and will lose his second position because of that. Ento, same situation. Not a lot of fuel left, definitely no hybrid, and lap times have been hurt by that. So 22.6. Yeah, I lost another second to Slim because of that. Yeah, Slim only 22 seconds behind Ento, so he will be comfortably in the lead. First driver behind Slim not to pit again is Speed Hunter, and he's 50 seconds behind, so yeah, looking really strong for Slim now. It gets more and more clear that he is going to be the winner of the hypercars. Rotek 14 seconds. Again, only 24. Rotek is not too consistent for my liking. Pekka, do you want to see a specific car at the moment? Because I don't think there is one clear battle in the field right now that we should follow. We have Gobadi and Stick really close together, but yeah, it's not really a fair comparison as Stick has yet to pit and a really light car that should be quicker in theory. So yeah, maybe he gets there, but in about 3 laps he has to pit again, and then I guess 10 laps of refueling. Ento, your wish is my command. Yeah, Ento was doing brilliantly. He flew away in the beginning, but he didn't took care of his hybrid. He was able to build a gap of half a minute, but now that the hybrid's gone, Slim especially is much quicker than him, making up multiple seconds per lap. And I think it's going to be a question between him and MFD Speed Hunter for the second overall position. Last laps have been good, 21 and 22. So we is not losing that much. I think onboard has too dark to see really something. Let's use this camera to see a bit of the racing lines. Yeah, 2 seconds already behind his personal best at this point. It's not his driving that is it's gotten worse. It's the nature of the car that you have to preserve the hybrid, and yeah, he pays the price for it now. He gained in the beginning of the race, and now he's paying the price. 28 watching. Good morning to everyone. It's 6:45 for me. I think for most of you as well. For the Brits it's 5:45, so even a bit earlier. And I'm not sure, we have a few Americans, 2 Americans racing. I'm not sure if we have Americans in the chat. For them it should be on the verge, depending where they live, from Saturday evening night into Sunday night. Around midnight for them. Ento's fuel is now red, so he's sub 10 liters. I think one more lap is easily doable if he wants to. Nah, he doesn't. Comes in. So Pekka, good timing with your quest. Calda has to pit. He has a bit less of fuel. No, he stays out. That surprises me. So he cuts it really tight as Ento, with 9 liters left, took it very safe. And Slim is already by this. How much gained with hybrid power? Bit more than half, I think, is needed. 65, yeah, okay. So, long pit stop, now he's back on track in 3rd position. Where is Speed Hunter? Oh, Speed Hunter had a problem in lap 36. There was a 3-minute 31 that lost him 10 seconds. And that really hurts, because if that wouldn't have happened, he would be within 5 seconds of Ento. Now it's going to be really difficult to catch back up to Ento, as Ento has a little bit less fuel, so maybe Speed Hunter took it a bit safe. Yeah. But 40 seconds behind Ento. We have Slim 3 seconds behind Passion Calda, but yeah, the Italian is going to pit at the end of this lap, so I don't think we see a battle for position here. Rotec 20 behind Speed Hunter. And we have Ray and Georgie in the pit lane now. Slim is still 3.5 minutes behind us. Okay, yeah. Then you can lean back and ignore that Slim is probably going to win this stint, and if he has really this much of a gap. So Ray is going on for one more lap, and Georgie, I think you can now see the Lego helmet. Maybe just were able to see it. Funny idea. So Georgie essentially with an undercut attempt for position here. Gameltos is pitting soon. Yeah, let's go. Oh, Nutty in the pit lane as well. I thought he was able to go to the end. Maybe I was mistaken. Pascal Calda. Oh, he's cutting really tight there with fuel. Good lap from him. And he should come out behind Speed Hunter. I think. Behind Speed Hunter, but with better tires, potentially able to fight him then for position. Slim now in the lead. Yeah, Slim is on fire, that's correct, yeah. He's doing a stellar job. Unfortunately, we missed what happened to him in the first or second lap, where he lost the positions, but after that, really stellar performance. So, new tires, as expected, now fuel. Where is Ento? In the 4th chicane, 1 and now 2. So that promotes Ento to 2nd position, Pascal Calda down to 3rd, and now in the 4th chicanes is Speed Hunter. I think that will work out for Speed Hunter. He's now on the sub-finish straight, still fuel going in. Takes more fuel than Ento, 1 liter, despite being a lap later in. And Speed Hunter is 5 seconds ahead. So that's quite nice with the battle P2, 3 and 4. We have those 3 competitors within 20 seconds. Gap Slim to Ento almost a 3/4 minute. And I think that is only going one way, and that is up. It's going to increase. So that's going to be interesting. Ray and Georgie have been really close together before the pit stop. Georgie 1 lap earlier in the pit lane, maybe now successful undercut. Drives into the Porsche corners, has maybe 1 GT traffic. He's far away. Let's see, that's going to be close. So karting, there's Confi and Confi in the No, not in pit lane. It was just moving there to get more momentum. I think Georgie gets through. Oh, that's close. Now he's back on track. Where's Georgie? Now it hasn't worked. Just 3 seconds, sub 3 seconds the gap. The Ray took even more fuel. That's not good news for Georgie. Close, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Okay, we get some clarity about standings in the GT field soon, with Gameltoast having to resign his lead and pit now at his lap. Improving personal best as it seems. Good for him. 30 seconds the advantage to Gubadi. He will lose that on fuel alone, so he would be 40-50 seconds, I guess, behind him, and that will put him shortly behind Confi, on level with Wesley, who has to serve a 1 second time penalty. So I assume Gubadi will be just in front of Wesley, behind Confi. Gubadi with half a second time penalty. Let's go to Gameltoast. About 45 minutes left in this stint. And stint 5 is really strange stint for me. You've done stint 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you know, yeah, just about the halfway mark, but still a long way to go. The stint is supposed to start at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it feels like a long way to go. It's in the middle of the night, and then you drive that stint and it's suddenly 7, 8 o'clock when the next stint is about to start. It's going to be 8 o'clock. It still feels early in the morning. You're groggy from the night, but it's only 2 more stints. You have stint number 6. Hi, Gameltoast. Flashing the lights a bit, or is it just a game? Stint 6, and then it's the final again. It feels like a long way to go, but after stint 5, it feels like it's really closing in the race. More than 30 people watching. Hello to everyone. Good morning. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Waking up, turning in, and see how it goes. Slim is leading in the GT field, and Aif Gubadi is going to take over the lead for the GTs. Gameltoast was leading for a long time, but different pit strategy means 1 additional pit stop now, and he will fall behind and has to do it all over again. Aif Gubadi here, he takes over the lead again. Confi will go past. Wesley lost a bit of time this lap. Yeah, he had a penalty. 40. How much fuel does he need? 60. 70. Now he goes. Yeah, of course he doesn't have to refuel fully. Only to 60-70 liter. That's why he's ahead of Confi. If he would have taken fully, then I would have estimated. Okay, my estimate wasn't that far off. Only I miscalculated 2 liters. Okay, can live with that. Okay, 30 seconds the gap. Gubadi to Gameltoast. And yeah, that essentially means for Gameltoast to have a chance to win this, he has to drive 3 seconds a lap quicker now. Not impossible, but I think WSR... sorry, but that's hardly unlikely. Okay, let's go through the field and see what's going on. If someone has to pit, how is the race? We have Slim in first position, no pit stop for him, good lap times, 3-minute 20s, consistently for 3 laps in a row. And if that's not happening, he's in the low 321s. He's building the gap and it's going to increase. Oh, Sportmet and Ento with small contact. I think Ento was far behind but decided to make the move, and Sportmet didn't anticipate that and turned in anyway. I guess it's going to be a racing incident, but that's more Ento's fault, as the hypercar has a task to make that safe every time. Lost a bit of time, now 50 seconds, no pit stop for him as well. As a Speed Hunter behind, 14 seconds, they're about the same pace, so I think it's going to be hard work for Speed Hunter to catch up to Ento, even more so with the time penalty. We have Calda, who's doing a bit quicker now, so he's likely to take that third position back. That's one we can look forward to. Rotek 20 seconds behind and with damage. Ah, come on, Rotek. It's 40 minutes to go. That's a long way. He's 1 minute ahead, 1 minute 10 ahead of Ray. Could do a pit stop without losing position. Definitely not ideal. Rotek, I think he won't be happy with that. Stint, yeah, not ideal for him. Ray and Georgie are really close together again for most of the race. But Ray has a bit more fuel, so he definitely doesn't have to watch after that. I'm not sure if Georgie has to look after the fuel. 4 seconds. Yeah, maybe something can happen between them, especially if Ray gets a penalty and that enables Georgie to come closer. We have to wait and see. Then to the GT's Gobadi in the lead by 30 seconds. Then we have Gamotoast. Better tires maybe enable him to get a bit closer, but I think it's not going to be better than P2 in category. Confi is completing the podium in the GTs, I suppose, in 10th position overall. He has to look at his fuel and tires the most, but I think he has everything under control. And 10 seconds to Wesley, who isn't producing the lap times necessary really to put Confi under pressure. Was 2 seconds a lap quicker last time around. And that was his best lap for the last 3 laps, so he has to really put those laps in every lap, and maybe then he can successfully put Confi under pressure, but not with housing time penalties. Stick 20 seconds behind Wesley, 30 in front of Sportmat. I think that's P12 for him, nothing's going to change for him. Sportmat and Netty should be quicker and be able to overtake him, so this is one to watch. Oh, Speed Hunter and Pastina Calda with a half-second time penalty. Nova, Netty against Sportman. Those two are the battles we will focus on in the next minutes. So everyone did their pit stops. It's now racing until the checkered flag for the end of stint 5. Hanover lost a bit of ground entering the straight, so we go back to Speed Hunter and Passin Calda, but yeah, very similar picture here. Speed Hunter gaining a lot of time in the straight line, so apparently a setup focused more on straight line speed, whilst Bastian Calder goes more for cornering speed. Or is that damage? No, no damage. That's quite a lot, look at that. It was 2.6, he lost over a second now in the last 20 seconds we watched. Can it be that he's short on fuel and has to save? I can't imagine that. He has more than 50, Speed Hunter just shy of 50. But Bastian Calder lost 1.5 seconds in a span of a minute. Oh, he's regaining time. A bit weird. That's a bit weird. Let's see. Nova and Sportmed. Gaps come down slightly. .3 seconds, so this area where you get a little bit of slipstream. Yeah, you can see it now, 1.1, 1.0, and it's going to be sub 1 second before the next turn. Now it's important to get... Oh, nutty! Whoa, he was really late on the brakes. Looked for a moment like he almost collected Sportmed. And he barely got the corner, lost a lot of momentum on the exit, and now it's back to 1.5 seconds, so back to the hypers, back to Speed Hunter and Bastian Calder. Really strangely, Bastian Calder lost so much momentum, now he's back to 3 seconds. Let's see. Let's compare top speeds. We haven't done that today. Maybe we'll get a clearer indicator. Corner speed about 230. Yeah, about 210. There was a lot of traffic that cost Bastian Calder. Speed Hunter 325, 330, 335, 342 to 335, 36. So there's a deficit of 6 to 7 kph for Bastian Calder on the straight. Yeah, and that must be set up. Setup wise. On the mid part of the straight, I think it was 333. Yeah, about 28 I think, so yeah, 5 again. Maybe he enjoyed a bit of slipstream from Confi. Unfortunately, Ray and Georgie, the distance is growing, and now to 10 seconds. Gumtoes can't catch up to Goodbody, and Wesley wasn't able to put pressure on the Confi. Last lap was slower again by more than a second. Stick and Sportmed and Nova, yes, please enjoy us, entertain us. 3/10 between those two. We are approaching the second chicane, so Sportman with a defensive line covering the inside. Nova, Nutty looking for the outside. Now that's the racing line. Sportman hitting the apex. Those two touched, and Natty spun Sportman. So I'm curious to see how Natty is approaching this. If we see this style continue, or if he's extra careful not to repeat that again. I think, yeah, I mentioned it before when they touched, I think an hour ago. Sportman missed the apex and came back to the racing line, and I think that he didn't expect that, so no ill intention whatsoever. Good morning to you. Never-ending game. Feels like the stint is never-ending. Only half an hour to go. Okay, Sportman defensive again. Nati has to go the long way around the outside. Gets squeezed. Now Illy, and he has the inside line once and twice, and that's nice overtake maneuver. Sportman made it hard for him, but Netty made that work brilliantly. Nice to see that Sportman defended the inside line and squeeze. I like that. Giving everything to defend the position in a fair way, fair manner. Netty pit right. That's why else 32nd by P12. Yeah, I think he had one additional. Yeah, he had one additional pit stop. Netty pitted in a good position. It was P1, 2, or 3 in class. The first time, and then a lap or two after his full stop, he had an accident in Indianapolis and damaged the car. So he had to pit one more time to repair the car, and that's why he lost so much ground. And that someone else lost ground as well, Sportman. Too much curb potentially, and a nice drift. And he's facing now the right direction, and on he goes. Slim very impressively now with 1 minute lead over Anto. He's doing well out there, getting the time backs. Let's go now. Yeah, he's doing fine. That mistake happened. Okay, was an idea, but after that it was really great driving from him. He had before that one touch with Sportmat. I think I just said it was a bit weird line. I think he's responsible. One could argue it was a racing incident, but pace-wise, it's really good. Passing a Calder, half a second time penalty. Is not really getting closer enough. The gap's now more than 6 seconds after the burned up penalty. It's a long way to get back on the podium for him. From behind, there's no threat as Rotek decide to stay out, not repair the damage. Lap times really aren't ideal. That's not quick. Maybe he thought through and said, and it's not worth pitting, repairing. Helly, good morning to you. Hope you had a good night, good sleep. Stick is in P12. I think there was one time that he had to repair the car, plus the one stop extra that the BMW has to do over other cars, because it's not possible apparently to save fuel. At least that was what I was told. Yeah. P12, and it's looked like that's not going to change. Stick, let's see, 22:30, a minute behind the leader. So Stick has a minute to Gobadi, round about a minute, maybe a bit more, minute 5. Wesley now sub 10 seconds behind Confi. Again, a good lap time, under 55s. Confi's doing 55s, yeah. Sometimes there was 2 slower laps, but mostly 55s. Again, I think Wesley can do something. Confi now with half a second time penalty. But so yeah, so does Wesley. Great. If he really finds a bit of pace and can do that every lap, Wesley may attack Confi for that position. I mean, it's a podium spot for the Stint. That's P3 in class. But he really has to get his act together. Nutty 15 seconds ahead of Sportman. Yeah, Sportman had that one mistake in the last corner. Slim leading 1 minute 4 seconds. That's really strong performance. Ento 10 seconds ahead of Speed Hunter. Yeah, Speed Hunter maybe quicker by a second or so at best. Yeah, at best. So I think it's going to be really difficult. Oh. Okay, that's Pastina Calda into P3 as Speed Hunter lost the car exiting the Porsche corners. Luckily, somehow he managed that to keep it only in the gravel and not into the barriers. So the car is intact, no damage for him. Yeah, but that's the podium gone for the Stint. And he spins again. Hot tires are very hot and have very little grip. Reversing on the racing line, but it's okay, no one's approaching. Ah, yeah, that's really frustrating. And as horribly as it sounds, you can't do much now. But to wait, be extra careful with traction and cornering, and accept that you lose time for first half a lap until the tires are in a normal range again. Rotek gained now 20 seconds. Heli, by the way, Rotek with damage stays out for the next 20 minutes and lives with that. Lap times are poor, but yeah, it is what it is. He has a GT car in front. That's Ave Kubati, the leader, with half-second time penalty. Gammeltoast now managed to get sub 30 seconds. Yeah, but that really speaks more for Kubati, as Gammeltoast has fresher tires and Kubati holds the gap pretty much stable. Confi 56.8, Wesley 56.2, so yeah, it's only 0.6 of a second. That's, I'm sorry, but that's simply not enough for Wesley to catch Confi in the next 20 minutes. He needs low 54s or even 53s, and I'm not seeing that he's capable of that lap after lap after lap, so I think the positions are pretty much taken in the GT field. Ray Racer goes past. Georgie gets past Stick here between the first part of the track before it goes onto long start finish straight. And yeah, passing a Calder, nothing he can do in front, I guess. and nothing he has to worry about behind. I'm afraid the positions are taken here 20 minutes before the end of the race. So again, chat, I'll ask you, is there some driver car you want to see? Let me know, and we can go to that driver and talk a bit about them. Okay, I'm really close to the wall there, Speed Hunter. And again, having a moment there, losing the rear, and can't turn in, have to open the steering, and then turn in. Probably a bit frustrated now after the mistake. And once more now. Again, you can hear from tires, they slip a bit and he loses traction a bit. Wanting more from the car than it's capable of at this state, apparently. How's Lobby 2? Dude, I have no idea. I think there is a stream. I'm not sure. Sorry. If you want to see Lobby 2, you have to check that stream, or someone in chat can quickly let us know, because I only cover Lobby 1, Lobby A. I go through where it stops. I'm staying, and we stay with Slim. Had to deal with a bit of traffic here. Goes around the outside. I get myself some water, a bar of water, and then I'll be back in a second. So, last quarter hour, let's go. Ray. Where do we have Ray? Here. P6. Pekka. Race in 6th position, half second time penalty, 55 behind Rotek. Yeah, closing that gap. I think it was minute 10 last time we checked. And half a minute ahead of Georgie, so Ray really drove away from Georgie. They used to be really close throughout the whole stint. Good lap time though, even last lap 22.7 was the best lap he did in the last 10 laps. Let me check something if I can start a prediction on the mobile app. Doesn't look like it. Ah, god damn it. Is some mod here that has the rights to start a prediction in chat? Confused driving, maybe Nush, maybe Eddie or Philip. Is someone around? Can anyone start a prediction? Where is it close between drivers? Confi. Yeah, Wesley now 8 seconds, 10 minutes. Sorry, I don't see it. Same for Stick, even 14 seconds. Sorry. Sorry, Stick, I don't believe. Anto. Nakalda. Naughty with penalty. Nothing's going to change him, I assume. Speed Hunter, Nova. 2 Americans in the lobby. Speed Hunter will be probably angry with himself for that mistake that cost him the podium, and yeah, 20-30 seconds at least. With a bit of luck, he could even be in 2nd position, having beaten Ento. Didn't happen. So be it. Rotek, yeah, another half a second time penalty, but the lap times have stabilized a bit. Used to be slow with C31s, 29, 28, and then a lot of 26s. Damage limitation. Back to Ray. It's doing a lot better than Rotek. Closing the gap to the car. And building the gap. Bit lonely. Minute in front is no one, and half a minute behind is no one. So Ave lost a bit further, I think just only a second. Really strong performance by him, getting the maximum out of the strong Lamborghini. couple more laps for him. Gamato's 30 seconds behind. Only marginal gaining. Around 20 seconds ahead of Confi. Ento behind Confi now. Let's see how that pass maneuver goes. Works. It's always quite tricky because the GT is quite slow on acceleration in comparison to the GT car, and the GT already prepares a better line, and then you have to go around the outside the long way, then the hybrid kicks in, you easily get problems with traction. It's a bit, you think, oh, come on GT, go a bit quicker, and the GT thinks, just leave me be, let me in peace here, I accelerate and you can overtake me after the corner. Wesley, 8.3, come on boy, push! Give us a final battle here in this stint. I think other than that stint is rolling towards the end, 6 minutes on the clock, and then the first driver who crossed the line is starting a 3-minute timer. So it is possible that drivers will not see the checkered flag because they just crossed the line and behind them a driver triggered the checkered flag. As with lap times over 3 minutes, the window for a hypercar is around 20 seconds and about 50-55 seconds for a GT car, so it can happen. Oh, Speed Hunter with 2.5 seconds time penalty. Naughty, naughty. Curious how he managed to do that. He must have either taken 5 half-a-second penalties or 2 1-second time penalties and a half-second time penalty. Either way, he must have had at least 3 corner cuts within 1 lap. That's impressive. Archie, what would you think about track limits rules instead of a time penalty with drive-through? Like you have 3 strikes and then you get a drive-through. That would really be like rolling the dice, I feel like. Rotec, Barty, Gamatos, Confi. Come on, Wesley. 7.5. Come on, oh, Confi. If you listen to the stream, you can waste 3-4 seconds to make it a bit more exciting. Can you? Okay, I officially have lost all hope with that half-a-second time penalty, except Confi is getting even more. Nah. I guess it's over, boys. So with yeah, probably less than 5 minutes to go now, prepare a bit of an ending of stream. Was entertaining at times, I guess. I hope for you as well. Initially, I didn't want to stream, but Flipsy begged me, asked into the stream, so I obliged. You don't belong here. Get out, please. I think if I would drive bugger off, fuck off, I would get... Yes, left turn, nice. Good. Yeah. So Flipsy asked, no one is available. Could you stream? I said, okay, fine. Fine. I hope you found the stream bearable. Thank you for activity in chat. It makes it always a bit easier to get through this. I think we have been all the time be more than 20 people, which I think is crazy good. Considering the time of day, we started around about 4 o'clock with the stream. Now it's past, yeah, close to 8 actually. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I do hope that the second stint runs smoothly as well, and we can start close to 8 o'clock with the last stint, so we can hopefully have the last stint also run 3 hours. We're a bit behind schedule, as usual. That's good old tradition in DS. It would be a shame if we had to cut that stint from 3 hours to 2 hours to stay closer to the time schedule. So 30 seconds to go, and I think Nova Netty is going to be the first one. Those two are crossing the line before to the other cars. Yeah, road tech with another time penalty. Oh, come on, get a break. So it is going to be Nutty who's crossing the line first. 45 laps completed. Nutty has done it. Unfortunate that he had that accident, otherwise he could have be a couple more positions up. Anyway, good stint for him. He's through. Let's see who's the next. The second American driver, Ray Racer, crossed the line in P6. Really strong finish. And Nutty Sportmat is going to cross the line now. Slim crossed the line. We missed that. Brilliant race. Great pace. And over a minute to Ento. Next is Georgie over the line. Bit of fan favorite here. P7. Next driver is going to be Ento. He had to burn a time penalty. Almost 1 minute 80 seconds later than Slim. He's going to cross the line. 53 laps for the hypercars, so they are 8 laps ahead of the GTs over 3 hours. That's actually less than one might think at first. Through the Ford chicane, left, right, left, right, and Ento has done it as well. Bastina Calda, great race, close to second position. 8th and Speed Hunter are coming over the line. That's going to be close. Do we see an overtake? Yeah, oh, Speed Hunter squeezes himself through. worked in the end, Speed Hunter, and then Gubadi, the winner of the GTs. Here we have Gamoto's 28 seconds behind. Gubadi is going to cross the line, second position in GTs. And then I think we see Rotek, who just overtook Confi through karting. P5, yeah, finished with damage. And that was timer. He doesn't finish the race. So. Replay. Save replay. And view event settings. No. Result. You have the result. Take a screenshot here. So Slim wins until Bastian Calda, Speed Hunter, Rotek, Ray, and Georgie. Those are the hub cars. Ave Gubadi, the winner of the GTs. And then Gamotos, Confi, Wesley, Stick, Nova, and Sportmat. So thank you very much for staying. I hope you enjoyed the race. I hope all drivers think about their BOP proof. If not, now is the time to do that. Yeah. Thank you very much again. I hope you stick around. Stint 6 can hopefully start round 8 to 8:15, and that's a penultimate stint. So we should see more daylight. That means more tire wear, slightly slower lap times, but more tire wear makes it a bit more tricky to drive, so hopefully that will be a bit more entertaining as well in that regard, a bit more challenging. And then it's already finale, the 7th and last stint. And then we hopefully know who won the 24 hours of Le Mans here in DES in Hypercar and in the GT category. See you then. Thanks for sticking by, and goodbye.